Well, now we're going to get into our movie recap.
Want to see it?
Want to see it. First, let's talk about the movies from last week. First of all, What is Wrong with America? Paul Blart Mall Cop, #1 for the second week in a row.
Very close. Underworld was like within striking distance. It was very.
Here's the thing.
Close.
I understand these are tough times. People want to laugh, but Paul Blart Mall Cop, really?
Yeah, Kevin James.
It just seems wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Like you said, Underworld, Rise of the Lycans was right there, but I think a lot of people felt the way that you said, where once you see the first two, you really know what the story is.
Yeah, that's why I skipped it. So.
The award movies, though, I heard you checked out a couple of those, or one.
Yeah, Friday I was having a bad day, as I told you.
Sure.
I won't go into details, but I was crying. Probably should have saw a journalism movie, but went and saw Frost Nixon.
Sure.
Theater was packed. I was the youngest person in the theater by at least 20, 25 years, which makes the audience really old.
Yeah.
It was a good movie, a little slow at times. The way I was trying to really make people understand it, especially people that don't know about the Frost Nixon tapes, was the best way I can explain this is the way the movie portrayed it as if Ryan Seacrest was getting ready to interview George Bush. That's how you can kind of
Is that how they portrayed David Frost?
Yeah, David Frost was this, he was hosting all these different shows.
I hear that's how he was back in the day. He was quite like the 70s playboy.
Yeah, but he was a little more of a journalist.
Oh.
And he, actually, he had interviewed, in real life, he had actually interviewed Nixon before. About 10 years prior. That was shocking to me.
Here's my question. The real draw that everybody says about this movie are the performances of Michael Sheen as David Frost and Frank Langella as Nixon. And
there was another... first we'll talk about those two. Michael Sheen was really good. I've liked him since Underworld. He was good in The Queen.
Oh, he's great in The Queen.
Really good. Sam Rockwell was good. I like Sam Rockwell. But
a lot of people talking about Kevin Bacon as well.
Kevin Bacon was... Why Kevin Bacon wasn't nominated, I'll never know. Yeah. But this is one of Kevin Bacon's finest performances.
Okay.
And I just was like, holy crap, Kevin Bacon was the best part of this movie. Oh. Frank Langella is really, really good. He probably deserves to get nominated. There's no way he's going to win. I think it's just one of those things where it's good to be nominated.
Well, that's a tough category, that Best Actor category.
Yeah, it's between Sean Penn and Mickey Rourke right now.
Yeah.
I've seen those movies, and Mickey Rourke.
Well, we'll talk more about that a little later.
but back to Kevin Bacon. He blew everyone away in that movie. It was really good.
A few months back, they released the real Frost Nixon interviews on DVD. So that might be something people want to check out if they've seen the movie, so they can do a little comparison between real life.
Because I was doing my research last night, and there's a lot of differences. So they really dramatize it. There's characters in the movie that weren't even real life people.
Well, they like to put them all together sometimes.
Overall, my top 5 is not affected from 2008.
Okay.
It's in the top 10, perhaps.
How do you think it does as a journalism movie?
I don't know, because really, if you really think about it, there's only one real journalist in there, Oliver Platt. I forget the name of the character, but he worked for ABC News. Technically, there was another journalist in there, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Diane Sawyer.
Really?
Worked for Nixon.
Did she play herself, or somebody plays her?
No, someone played her. She was, the person helping Nixon prepare for the interviews, which makes her horribly stupid because David Frost outwitted her, so.
Which is surprising that we even heard her talk about it at all,
And she, she plays a role in the movie, so it's surprising.
So, any of the award movies that you saw?
Nope, I think this is going to be. I won't see The Reader, I won't see Benjamin Button, and I won't see...
you won't see Benjamin Button.
What's the other one? I completely forgot.
Well, your favorite Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah, I already saw that.
The Reader.
I'm not going to see that, so there we go.
Frost Nixon.
So I've seen Frost Nixon and Slumdog. I won't see the other ones.
Milk, I think.
Not nominated for Best Picture. It's
Benjamin Button and...
The Reader.
Benjamin Button, The Reader, Slumdog Millionaire, Frost Nixon. There's one more.
Oh, Milk is nominated.
Tim's questioning me on the Oscar nomination.
I won't see that one either.
So let's get into next week. Now this week, now that we took that little road trip, the movie's coming out this week. First of all, Taken. I know that's one that we've both been a little excited about. Liam Neeson plays a spy whose daughter gets kidnapped into a human trafficking ring.
Yep.
So then he gets to go after her, and it looks really good.
Yeah. Lots of action. I probably won't see it, but
I think I might see it, although I might be forced into seeing something else instead, but I'm going to try to go see it. We've also got The Uninvited, which is a horror movie starring Elizabeth Banks, who's just really...
it's on fire.
She's showing her range of work to go from, you know, Zack and Mary to role models, and now she's playing the villain in a horror movie.
Yeah.
And New in Town. Romantic comedy. It's your basic romantic comedy starring Renee Zellweger and Harry Connick Jr. My mom's a big fan of Harry Connick Jr., so there is the chance that I may have to go see this one.
Every movie I've been seeing lately, that trailer is in front of, and I'm just so sick of seeing it. It's not even funny.
The thing about New in Town is I think they've been sort of trying to sneak this in.
Yeah.
So that tells me everything I need to know about it, that they're really not trying to publicize it too much. But I would think the best bet for the week would probably be Taken.
I won't be seeing anything. I'll save my money and go rent a movie or something. So,
okay.
You still have to see a lot of movies.
I have a long list, yes.
So, on other hands, the SAG Awards were Sunday, so that means our
Joker watch.
patented Joker watch was updated by one, because he
Yeah.
did win the SAG Award. So we're up to 26 total wins, no losses, no other losses as of yet. And we got the Oscars coming up, the BAFTA, and the London ones. And the London one is the key, because as we've mentioned before, the London one, he's nominated for Best Actor.
The thing about the SAG Awards was that it was a really nice moment. Gary Oldman accepted for him, and it was a nice moment for him to be recognized by his peers.
Yeah.
You know, up until now it's been critics and, you know, guilds, and so, you know, for it to be the other actors to recognize his performance, that was nice. Another little couple notes about the SAG Awards. Best acting ensemble in a television comedy. Now, it's no secret that Tim and I are not fans of 30 Rock, but that aside, how can you tell me that there is another TV show on the air besides The Office that has the best acting ensemble?
Yeah.
Because the whole draw of The Office is how everybody works on that show together.
Yeah. I'm at a loss for words when it comes to 30 Rock. I just can't understand it. People I've talked to think it's sort of like an inside joke. And, like, The Office is sort of like an inside joke that everyone gets because we all work with people like that. But 30 Rock is an inside joke that is a show business that we don't understand.
It doesn't matter if you've worked in a warehouse, a kitchen, a hotel. The Office, it applies no matter what. So I just don't...
Other than Kai, I know he doesn't like it, but...
I just don't get how, you know, they're not the funniest acting ensemble on television. The other thing is Mad Men, which I haven't seen, so I can't say whether or not it's good. But at this point, I'm just tired of seeing those same two shows win everything.
I've heard a lot of people tell me that Mad Men's really good. I just haven't sat down and sat and watched
I would just
all of
like a little variety, because for the last couple of years, it's been all 30 Rock and Mad Men, and I just like to see something else get a chance.
Well, Hugh Laurie won, which made me happy.
That was great.
That was probably... Him and Heath Ledger winning are probably the only two...
That felt like a no-brainer to me, because he does give the best performance on television, so...
Yeah, I was happy with that.
Anything else from the SAG Awards?
Not that I can really think of at the award show itself, so not much to really watch.